Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. This is my first movie review of the year and in a while that I've just done like a movie review other than like just the 40 acts and all that. But this was one that I wanted to talk about no matter how I felt about the movie because Mean Girls 2004 was one of my favorite movies. I love it. It's so good and so quotable and so funny and witty. I wanted to talk about the 2024 version, which is an adaptation of the stage musical. So it's just called Mean Girls, but it's the musical. What are my thoughts on Mean Girls the Musical 2024? Before I get started, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, so you don't miss any future reviews. I call myself the 40X guy because I try to review, everything that comes to 40X. I fell off a little bit at the last half of last year, but I'm trying to get back into all of that and stay consistent on my channel. And I want to thank everyone that's given me their support already. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So Mean Girls the Musical, I saw the stage play a few years ago, and I liked it. I didn't love the stage play, and I didn't think that the songs were all that memorable. I really couldn't tell you a song, and I really couldn't tell you a part. I really couldn't hum anything for you. Before seeing this movie, even right after I saw the stage musical. Like, they're fine, and they're performed greatly. On stage, great choreography, great singing voices, everyone, and good acting. Definitely not my favorite crop of songs from a musical. Now that I've seen the movie, I grew on some of the music. I still don't think it's, amazing, but I definitely have grown on some of the songs. But what did I think of the Mean Girls movie, the adaptation of the musical as a whole? It's a revenge party, a party that ends, and then just all over the place. And then just all over the moon. It's a revenge party, a party that ends with inches all over the place. With all inches all over the place. My name is Rosalind Wiseman, and I am a male studio. Mean Girls, the musical movie, is directed by Samantha Jayne and Arturo Perez Jr. The screenplay is written by Tina Fey, which is great. Great that I'm gonna get into the screenplay, but it's great that she returned and wrote the screenplay. I'm very happy, because I think she's so talented and funny. It is based on, of course, the stage musical Mean Girls, and the book by Tina Fey, which is based on It's a revenge party, a party that ends with them in the long. That's based off the book Queen Bees and Wannabes by Rosalind Wiseman. It's a good cast, I thought. A mix of some people that actually have played these characters. Reneé Rapp has actually played Regina George on stage. There's cameos from the musical, the stage musical. There's cameos that have played the different characters. This one's in the trailer, but Ashley Park has played Gretchen on stage, the French teacher here. There were some cool cameos, I thought. I think that everyone does a pretty good job. There's definitely some that are way better than others. For me, Reneé Rapp as Regina George, and okay, how do you pronounce this girl's name?
So it's ow, like you stub your toe, Lee like Bruce Lee, and then you add another E. So it's Auli'i.
Auli'i.
Believe it or not, I also have a tough last name, Cravalho.
Cravalho?
No, Cravalho.
Cravalho.
Yeah.
Cravalho. So Auli'i.
So it's ow, like you stub your toe.
Ow.
Lee like Bruce Lee, and then
Lee.
you add another E. So it's Auli'i.
Auli'i. So Auli'i. Auli'i.
Auli'i.
Auli'i.
Cravalho?
No, Cravalho.
Cravalho. So
PG-13, please.
Auli'i Cravalho. Auli'i Cravalho. Auli'i Cravalho. I will be editing every time I say it right out and putting it in anytime I say it wrong. So it'll be the same edit. Auli'i Cravalho is amazing as Janice. Both Reneé Rapp and Auli'i Cravalho have great singing voices. Amazing stuff, and they definitely have some standout scenes anyway, and I think they're definitely the strongest. Jaquel Spivey as Damien is great. There's definitely fun sequences, and there's definitely funny lines. There's times when they do new jokes that you haven't heard in the original, and I believe you haven't even heard in the stage musical, if I remember correctly. There's definitely some new stuff, and they update it for modern times in a good way, I think, for the most part. because I'll get to some things in my negatives. But like there's TikTok, you know, because cyberbullying, I mean, online bullying, it wasn't as prevalent back in 2004, but now it's a big way of bullying, unfortunately. Bullying shouldn't exist, but it's a big way of bullying, so they definitely added that. Like the TikTok generation can really relate to a lot of this stuff. TikTok, social media, all of that can really relate to this more, I think. And you know, some verbiage, some updated linguistics. There's positives and negatives to updating it for modern times, and I'll get to that in a little bit. There were some funny bits, funny lines, some new, some updated, and some, of course, I'll get to that. I'll get to in my negatives as well. The songs, they're fun. There's some fun ones. There's some ones. I liked the songs more now, I think. I don't love them still. It's not my favorite, you know, batch of songs from a musical by any means. They have some fun sequences here with the dancing, especially I think Revenge Party is going to be a favorite. I love the song, and I love how they did the scene. I thought it was cool. Good production design pretty much, and good choreography and singing from everybody. Revenge Party is a fun song, a fun sequence, you know, a very fun performance. One of my favorite scenes. I also like Apex Predator for the most part. They do something different where they're like all, I mean, you've seen this in the original movie. There's a couple scenes, I think, when they're acting like animals, when the humans act like animals. There's a song, Apex Predator, where a lot of the students, for the most part, most of the song are acting as like animals. But I liked it. I thought it was done well, and I liked that song. I loved I'd Rather Be Me by Janice. I thought that was such a good song with a good message. It had a good time in the movie. I thought that they did that very well. That's one of my favorite songs as well, Revenge Party and that. Sexy is fun. It's a Halloween one. Stupid with Love, I liked a lot of these, or at least like different lyrics from each of them. And, you know, my name is Rodrigo Josh. I don't know, I just liked it much more, I think, now that I'm being reintroduced to the music. Again, not my favorite crop at all of musical songs, but I had a fun enough time with the musical numbers and the singing and the choreography and just the way they did the scenes. I thought that there was some good camera work too, I'm not gonna lie. Good camera shots, and how, you know, how they turned the camera in a weird way, or, you know, go through the crowd, made it look like a one shot at times. I thought that was very well done. So I definitely had fun with a lot of it. That's a lot of the same messaging, a lot of the same beats, which leads me to my negatives. A good amount of it is these actors are just trying to repeat the exact same lines, and a few times it's in the exact same way, the exact same delivery as the lines that were said in the 2004 version, and it almost makes it feel like, what was the point then, you know? And yeah, no, we love those lines, but the thing is, we're going to keep quoting the 2004 movie. Just because this did the same thing, a lot of the same things, we're going to be quoting the 2004 movie from now on. We're not going to be like, oh no, I'm referring to the musical. Those were so iconic at the time, and they still are, and this movie is still just been a big part of pop culture. Some are different, especially Damien. I think he did a good job, you know, changing some of the iconic lines. And there's some new jokes. Do not get me wrong. There's definitely new jokes and new line deliveries and new lines in general. New scenes, kind of. New scenes here and there. But a lot of it is the same old, same old. Which, again, obviously amazing. We love the original, but that's just it. I'm just going to rewatch the original more than I rewatch this one. I will rewatch this one, though. I had fun with it. It's a fun time. A pretty fun time. It's nothing amazing and groundbreaking. Avantika, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it was like too much. She's acting like too much of a stupid girl. Like, not on what she says, just her delivery of it, her acting. For the most part, I did like her song. Like I said, Sexy, I thought she did a good job there. And I laughed, dude, not gonna be wrong. I laughed at a lot of her lines. Sometimes it was the delivery. It just felt weird, like she was trying too hard to act dumb. About the updated to modern times, they made it too PC, and I understand where we are in our times now, and I like that, but I think that one of the many things that made the original so great is its fast wit, and it's not being PC a lot of the time, and it's making these girls actually seem mean and bad. In this one, I didn't feel they were nearly as mean as they were in the original. There are times when they are mean, but I just didn't feel it as much. I didn't feel that wit and that originality and that bite that the original had. They played it too safe, I feel. I wish that this pushed the envelope a little more. Again, funny stuff, like I still laughed a lot, but it felt like it was just playing it too safe. Didn't want to push the envelope at all. There is a change, though, that I loved. I won't get into it, but between some staff members, it was a cute moment. It was a short moment, but it was cute. We got some awes in my theater. I wish they did make more changes. I wish they did make this one stand out on its own. It's a good homage to the original for the most part, and it's a good way to kick off the 20th anniversary of Mean Girls. I can't believe it's turning 20. I remember watching it. I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it when it came out on like DVD, and it's one of my favorite movies now. So this one didn't totally live up to that at all. I didn't expect it to. I don't think anyone really expected it to. But my theater had a really fun time. A lot of laughs from me and my theater, you know, some good laughs. Before I get to my score, just let me know down in the comment section, what did you think of Mean Girls, the musical, 2024? Have you seen the stage musical? Are you a huge fan of the 2004 original? Let me know down in that comment section. Please blow up that comment section with all of your thoughts on Mean Girls. What would I give Mean Girls? Mean Girls 2024 gets a 7.5 out of 10 from me. That's a 7.5 out of 10 for Mean Girls. If you've liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the F-Side Dan.